Good afternoon everyone, thanks for watching. This is issue 7 and I'm here with Georgina, Wholefoods Kitchen, here in the beautiful northwest London. My name is Dr. Claire Anyamo-Seagray and I'm the founder of Premae magazine. And this is Georgina.
Yes, pleased to meet you. Hi.
Fantastic to be here. Thanks so much for letting us into your warm and lovely home. There's so much character in here. And I wouldn't expect anything less really from somebody like yourself that's a practitioner. You're a tutor and an educator as well.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a bit about your background and your story?
Okay, well, I originally am an English lecturer.
Okay.
For the last 24 years.
Wow.
I started getting sick after nursing my sister and my mum and my brother through cancer.
Wow.
And so I took time out of teaching to nurse them. And then at the end of nursing them, I started getting lots of illnesses.
Wow.
And complaints. So that was the thing that led me to, and I don't like taking medication.
Me too.
And
anti-drugs.
Yeah, I've always been weary of doctors. I don't believe them just because they're authority.
Sure.
So I did some natural research for natural medicines, and food is the biggest healer.
Absolutely. Well, it's 95% of. They say that 95% of ailments and illnesses can be cured through food.
Yeah.
Because we are what we consume.
Yeah.
So it makes absolute sense. But I think people feel that that's sort of like a flyaway comment or quote, and they don't really take on board the seriousness of what that means. So what were your sort of symptoms?
I got IBS. I got allergy to chicken. Yeah.
You heard it here. Allergies to chicken. What was it? Did they ever identify what it was about the chicken, and how did you discover it anyway? What were how did you get to that conclusion?
Getting like a swollen digestion tract. So that kind of manifests as really painful when you swallow.
Wow. And
like shortness of breath and bloatedness because all your intestines swell up. So your belly immediately on eating chicken, my belly starts growing like that.
Wow.
And just really uncomfortable. Then you get constipated, diarrhea, all these kind of, and you just feel weak all the time.
Sure.
You feel like you can't do anything, like you've had a hard day at work on the building site.
Yeah,
really
lack of
lethargic.
energy.
And so yeah, I just couldn't believe it because I've always been really, really healthy.
Sure.
And I've never been in hospital. I've never broken a limb. I've never nothing like
damaged
that.
Yourself where you've been bedridden in hospital. Yeah.
And then the third symptom was my skin.
Sure.
I started getting blotchy skin.
Okay.
I went to get diagnosed, and they said I had hyperpigmentation.
Yes, yeah, obviously sitting close to you, I can see that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that, so thanks for sharing that. So that was a direct result of the chicken allergy as well.
The chicken allergy and all the it gave me loads of side effects.
Sure.
And then I got diagnosed with IBS.
Yes.
Yeah, and it just kept going on. Then all of a sudden I had hay fever. I'd never had hay fever.
Wow.
48 years old.
Wow, 48 years young.
Yeah. And then they're telling me I've got hay fever. And I was like, what do you mean? I've never had hay fever. How can I have hay fever now? So just a load of things. And obviously aging as well.
Sure.
So coming up pre-menstrual cycle, the hormones were imbalanced because coming up to menopause age.
I see.
So pre-menopausal, so my hormones were up and down. So lots of things were going on for me. And I said, well, I've got to do something.
Wow.
And what's the easiest thing I can do without paying for expensive doctors or to be flown to some rehab somewhere and detox?
That's right, a retreat.
Exactly. Do it by food, and I have control over that. I can buy and cook my own food.
Wow.
And so that's what I did. And I stripped down, I started doing research, found a lot of information about the health food revolution, and it just made logical sense. It just made sense.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, our bodies are so amazing. We can heal anything. If we're eating the right food, doing the right things, sleeping, all of those things, we can heal ourselves. Yeah, we can overcome. The body's amazing. So I said, yeah, let me do that. Let me do that.
And how long ago was that?
That was 3 years ago.
Wow. So it's been a bit of a journey.
It's been a big journey because obviously it's great knowing everything's healthy, but it's hard to give up years of bad habits.
Sure.
And you have
that is the key.
Yeah.
I just love that because, you know, they say it takes 21 days to break a habit, but I mean it can take some people a lifetime. And I think it's the psychological battle of people that know that they are allergic or that something is wrong. And then it's almost like a sort of culture of, oh, I'll just put up with it.
Yeah.
I've always been bloated. I've always had patchy skin. I've always been itchy.
Yeah.
And that is disharmony. That is imbalance.
Yeah.
That is illness and disorder and dis-ease, to be unwell.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that people come to this sort of state where they become immune and used to it, that is actually, for me, what makes me really upset is the fact that people are just like, well, you know, I've just sort of always just covered my legs and I've always just had a bit of a husky voice. And why?
I think some people have a lack of self-compassion.
Sure.
They may have lots of compassion for all the people around them.
Wow.
But actually they're
for
not
themselves.
Yeah, they're not for themselves.
And
it's so funny because the narcissist actually loves their self.
Right.
So they actually are in the gym working out and eating healthy, and you know, because their ego is driven by their narcissism. But people that are actually a lot of caring people, they care for other people and put themselves at the bottom of the list.
Wow.
And I found that in a lot of the women in my age group that I work with.
Sure.
They're like, oh no, come and help my daughter. She's got diabetes. And I'm like, yeah, but so do you.
Right.
So
they are not their own priority.
Yeah. And so, you know, you have to work with that. And the thing about food is a very sensual thing and it's a cultural thing. So people have emotional attachments to it. When they're sick, whatever routine their parents did with them when they were sick, they want that routine.
Wow.
So if it was laying on the sofa with a bottle of Lucozade and a hot soup, that's what they want when they're 40, 50-year-olds.
Sure.
And so it's very hard to break those kind of emotional connections to culture,
and nostalgia,
and to
wellness.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very difficult. So for anyone, you can't just take away their diet and give them a healthy diet. You know, they can do that for 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Yes.
But they won't maintain it for life. What you really have to do is adapt the foods they eat. So if they eat, jerk chicken and rice and peas, then you have to make a substitute jerk chicken and rice and peas that is healthier. It still has the flavours that they know.
Sure.
It's still the same.
The textures and the same feeling.
Yeah.
But it's not
a healthy version.
Wow.
So you take out the unhealthy things, the high salt, the high sugar, the high fat.
The palm oil if you're more African. I'm African, so we switched my mum from palm oil, which is so clogging as well, to coconut, which is fine for her. Obviously, I shared with you before we filmed that I'm allergic to coconut now, or have intolerances to it, so I've restricted it over the last 5 months. But yeah, it's about re-education of those things that, like you said, are so common and just habit. And changing those habits and developing new things. So talk to us about where that journey is now taking you, because that's obviously about your own self-discovery. You started changing your diet, we naturally presume, and now you are empowering other people. So what's that about?
Well, it was such a road. I shared it online, my journey and my transformation.
Where did you share it on social media?
On Facebook,
Facebook.
Yeah, so I shared it on Facebook and it got a lot of my friends interested. Because my age group, a lot of co-teachers that I worked with were having similar problems. They had IBS, they had this, they had that. And I thought, hold on a minute here, Georgina. This is not just you. Loads of people out there in the same position.
Yes.
And, we all need educating on this. So I found a course and studied myself to get a professional qualification as plant-based chef.
Fantastic.
And also nutrition, so raw nutrition and plant-based nutrition.
Brilliant.
And with the health coaching, many of them are nutritionists or dietitians, but they're not actually chefs. So there's the missing gap of having like the nutrition, dietitian and chef, because it's one thing giving someone a meal plan, you know, how do I follow this? How do I make this work for a busy family, you know, round a busy schedule if you're all working, and with people eating different things in the house. So that's where I thought, yeah, there's a hole there, and I can actually do that because I've had to do it for myself.
There you go.
So that's really, it always starts from necessity.
Totally.
And that's how I found out. So then I got a group together, and quite a lot of people was like, oh look, I really like that, can you show me how to make that? And I thought, well, maybe there's a job in here, you know, a retirement plan career, you know, another career away from teaching, away from working for somebody else.
But still teaching though.
Well, it is, but it's not teaching a curriculum subject.
No, it's life. It's like citizenship in a weird way.
Yeah, it's life skills.
It's about life skills. It's PSHE, isn't it?
Yeah.
How to cook, how to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Wow. I've been doing it very organically. I haven't rushed out, quit my job and rushed out to build a business. I'm not actually motivated in that way, like to be the millionaire with the business.
Fine.
Of course I want to get paid, but I'm motivated by helping people.
Good.
So very naturally I've been getting clients just from the pictures I've been posting online, and I've had several different types of clients. I've had clients that want me to show them how to cook plant-based or how to cook a raw diet, how to transition from meat eating to plant-based.
Nice.
So transition meals.
Sure.
People that are cooking for other people. So housewives that are cooking for a son or a daughter or somebody that has...
I've got a person that I think that I could definitely hook you up with.
Yeah.
So daughter's 18 months old and we just did an allergy test. I do allergy tests at Harley Street, and I can tell that even though I've given her a meal plan and some foods to go away and start to implement, she's going to need somebody at some point to do a one-on-one to show her how easy it can be, so that she doesn't fall back into the old habits, and to get the support of her husband and the grandparents that look after the child, because they will influence and put, you know, their sort of bad habits onto the child, thinking oh no, it's just a phase. It's like, no, it's actually life-threatening, especially if the child's young. So that could be of real use to people. Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of people don't actually know how to cook vegetables, so they overcook them or undercook them and rob them of their nutrients. Or they make them taste bitter.
Wow.
And a lot of people have memories of childhood British school dinners where everything was boiled, so you got boiled cabbage till it was bitter, boiled, you know, broccoli and things like that, and so they have negative associations with those foods. So you have to show them how to prepare those foods, that they're flavourful, that you don't have to do all this lots of preparation. They think you have to do more preparation than you do for a roast dinner. But you don't. But if you are going to make the transition lasting, you do have to plan. And you know, like any discipline that you want to stick to, you have to plan it and make sure that happens throughout the week. Have emotional and cultural attachments to food. Try tell a West African how to cook jollof. You know, it's an uproar, it's outrage, you know. The same, I guess, jerk chicken for Caribbeans, or, you know, roast dinner for English. You know, there's identities around food. So people feel like they can't give up that, or they're giving up their identity, torn with it.
Or that you're right, it won't taste the same if I miss that ingredient, if I don't do that, and it's like, it could even in many ways taste better. Well,
that's the thing. The thing is that once you get over that psychological mind block, then you know that everything you're eating is nourishing. Everything you're eating, and you feel the nourishment. When you're eating something healthy and you know it's healthy and it tastes delicious, you know, once you get there, it's half of the job done. It's like if you're working out, when you go to do a workout, the first few weeks you're out of condition. So it's a slug, it's drudgery, it's hard to do. It's painful, you're pained. But once you get over that, then it becomes...
It's about that hump, isn't it? Once you can get over that cliff to the point of no return, where the resistance, there is none. And like you say, I'm thinking about it. Completely.
You're towards it.
Yeah, you're so right.
You love it. And then you think, I can't, people go the opposite way, where they think, well, I can't eat anything that's unhealthy ever again.
Backwards. That's right.
So they get like that. Like when people go, oh, I can't go on holiday because what about the gym? I'll miss my gym.
Right.
And you get to that point where you demand the best for yourself, but you see the difference.
Wow.
You see the difference. You feel the difference when you can't sleep at nights, and then you change the way you eat, and you're having great sleep.
Wow.
And when you have no energy, you're lethargic. All of a sudden, you're full of life. You're full of life, and everyone notices.
Sure.
All the people around you notice. Your eyes are glowing. Your skin's glowing. You're more positive.
Definitely.
Like plant-based food is sunshine. It's like eating sunshine. And that's how your mood goes. Like sunshine.
So what are you doing now, Georgina?
I'm just making a salsa verde, a little bit of fresh herbs, lemon. Mix it up a bit and put in some nuts. And
so we've got pine nuts in there. Some fresh, organic, unwaxed lemon zest.
And juice.
And juice, yes. Dipping juice as well.
I might just put a little bit of dry herbs in there as well. A little bit of chevron.
These are celeriac steaks. Wow. And they're going to be fried in...
They're going to be char grilled. So, like kind of perfect Barbie food. So if you're going to a barbecue and you want alternative to animals,
we've got this right here.
Some veggie steaks. It doesn't always have to be a veggie burger.
Perfect. And then we've got some quinoa jollof rice, which I absolutely cannot wait to eat. OMG. Your food is absolutely divine.
Brilliant.
I'm blown away by that chocolate cake.
Brilliant. I'm glad
it was
you
just
because
I'm a major chocolate fan. I'm always eating chocolate. In my smoothies, in my juices, I'll put the raw cacao. But I don't think I've tasted one that's that sweet without any sugar. And I think for me, that has just ticked all the endorphins. When you're satisfied and you're not sort of craving anything extra. I think that recipe is just a godsend. So really well done to you. I'm not a food critic, but I do appreciate really good vegan food. So, and it's gluten free as well, which is just a natural bonus as well. So thank you so much.
So people can get in touch with me online, either email, DM me, or contact me through my page or my groups.
Sure.
And I'll get back to them. I can do one-to-ones. We can do a series of classes. So if people want to learn how to prep and do food, that their week is maintained, especially if they're doing plant-based.
Yes.
I do some fun one-off classes. So if they just wanted to learn like the raw chocolate cake and
Great.
a few raw desserts. We can do a few hours.
Okay.
If there's a small group of friends, maybe.
Sure.
And they want to do something
like a birthday
together.
treat or some sort of a gift for a couple of people to come together for a class for like either say desserts or main dishes or starters or sauces.
Yes,
that's a big thing.
I can do sauces. I can do all of that stuff. You know, raw food or plant-based food or vegan food or cooking for health reasons. So if people have to give up sugar or they have to give up an item and they're finding it difficult to balance that, there's ways we can look at it. Using the flavours they're used to, the recipes they're used to. Okay. And actually tailor things to make it manageable for them and doable.
Lessons starting from about how much per hour?
£35.
Okay.
So very, very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
Yeah. You know, I do give a discount for pensioners.
Oh,
but
nice.
Only pensioners.
Only pensioners.
Yeah, because, you know, they don't have the funds, and why shouldn't they have the health and access to the health and healthy foods?
Lovely.
You know?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, look, Georgina, it's been an absolute pleasure.
You're lovely.
You are lovely